Absorption of non-material energy. Siafeng. October 13, 2012. Translation edited by Chinyu. All life relies on energy to exist. Without energy, life cannot survive. The growth of a plant is determined by the energy it absorbs. A plant that absorbs ample energy grows well, while one that does not receive enough energy will have limited growth, will not bloom, and will not produce full fruit. The same applies to animals. For a person to be healthy, clear-minded, mentally sharp, and to do good deeds, they must absorb sufficient energy. Otherwise, they may become ill, feel depressed, lack vitality, and be listless. Energy is divided into material energy and non-material energy. Non-material energy is further divided into positive and negative energy. Positive energy can make life vibrant and full of confidence, while negative energy can cause a person to become dispirited and lose confidence. The material body needs material energy, while the spiritual and mental body need non-material energy. What people need most is the positive non-material energy for their spirit and mind, and what needs the most attention is preventing and avoiding negative non-material energy. What is positive non-material energy? Answer: faith, ideals, beliefs, love, wealth, happiness, freedom, joy, pleasure, encouragement, praise, smoothness, satisfaction, appreciation and being appreciated, care, affection, harmonious and pleasant interpersonal relationships, health, beauty, goodness, brightness, purity, cleanliness and tidiness, good order, and beautiful environments, etc. In other words, if a person lives in a well-ordered, beautiful environment with bright springtime, harmonious interpersonal relationships, frequently receives praise, encouragement, care, and appreciation from others, experiences smooth endeavors, a satisfying life, encounters agreeable people and things, feels happy and joyful, enjoys freedom and happiness, and is filled with love for life, confidence in the future, and longing for a better life due to strong faith and belief, then this person has absorbed sufficient positive non-material energy. What is negative non-material energy? Answer: poor interpersonal relationships, conflicts, contradictions, struggles, arguments, quarrels, and resentments with others, being bullied, oppressed, exploited, insulted, attacked, ridiculed, and belittled, dirty, chaotic, and poor environments, disorderly conditions, anger, rage, complaints, grievances, and lamentations, the illnesses, negative, pessimistic emotions, information, and rhetoric of those around you, especially those closest to you, stress, and unsatisfactory people, situations, and life, etc. In other words, when a person is in a dirty and chaotic environment, where everything is disorderly and their peace and life are frequently disturbed, surrounded by people who are depressed and dispirited, with tense interpersonal relationships and frequent unjust treatment, experiencing high levels of stress, hearing many complaints and negative messages, and encountering many unsatisfactory and unfavorable people and situations, then that person will lose energy and become disillusioned with life. How to prevent and avoid absorbing negative energy? Escape. If possible, distance yourself as much as possible from people, things, and environments that make you unhappy, uncomfortable, unfree, or unblessed. Stay away from those who are dispirited, lethargic, bothersome, troubling, frequently angry, resentful, complaining, or constantly airing grievances. How to absorb positive energy? Get closer to the greatest creator, gods, Buddhas, celestial beings, and those who consistently bring joy and confidence. Get closer to beautiful, civilized environments, and closer to paradise.